Hi guys, welcome to my show, GB Football. Yeah, so today I just quickly want to talk about Liverpool youngsters, the youngsters we have from our academy who are more likely to become first team players in the next 2 to 1 year. So I'm talking about the likes of the Ketis Jones, who else do we have? Tyler Morton, Conor Bradley, who's that Welsh winger who's playing for Fulham again? Williams. I've forgotten his first name. Yeah, Williams. Yeah. So, and I'm also going to talk about our new signing, our new youngster, 16-year-old Ben Dowak. So yeah. To begin with, where do I see these players? So where do I see these players? I'll start with our famous Curtis Jones. Curtis Jones, I feel he's in a grey area right now. Him transitioning to becoming a starter, he's already in the first team quite alright, but him transitioning to being a starter is going to be determined on his speed of growth, how fast he's willing to grow. Because I don't feel he's already the complete player yet. I feel there are certain areas he has to. He's very impressive. He's good on the eye, but what frustrates me about Curtis Jones is that he does not really fully utilize or fully embrace his ability. I feel there's a mental lapse in his performances. Like he lacks some mental strength, so to say. So for me, I feel this season and probably I don't know if Klopp is going to be hasty, but this season is going to be a very big determining season for him. There's still a few games. We've got like 10 games in the Premier League to still play, if not 8, somewhere around there. We still have Champions League games. We still have the League Cup games. Right now he's a good option for us because we don't really have the best defense. Midfield. Like Milner is losing his legs right now. Anderson is not too young as well. We have an aging squad, and we don't have Milner can't play a lot of games because he doesn't have the pace he had before. He's a bit slow. He's more mentally up there, but yeah. So we have him as a fifth choice midfielder. In my opinion, is our fifth choice behind Naby Keita. But I think Liverpool could not be in problems. We've been linked with a lot of midfielders. We've got that youngster. I'll do a segment about transfer news. Carvalho from Fulham. I actually watched a few games of him, and I have my own perceptions of him. So I'll dig into that in another video. But Curtis Jones, I feel this is a break or make season for him. Yeah, and it's going to be determining if that Carvalho guy comes in and he performs based on in comparison with how Curtis Jones performs, and he performs better, it's going to be problems for Curtis Jones. That's how I see it. So I think that's a space to watch. Other players I want to talk about. What's the future of? I think I'll do a loanee segments session as well on its own, talking about which players could be integrated into our first team and why. But I'll talk about the players we currently have right now in the squad. So I'd like to talk about Tyler Morton. I think Tyler Morton is a very, very special player. I think there's vibes about him, not based off his color, of course, but there's vibes about him I get that are Gerrard vibes. Of course, he stated in the media that he was a big fan of Gerrard, and he's currently a very big fan of Thiago Alcantara. That's his actual role model right now. I think as a youth player, you could only see him getting to strength. I think he's got the mentality to play for Liverpool. Klopp throwing him in that Tottenham game to play as a defensive midfielder was no host. Klopp doesn't really do that unless he trusts you. So I feel he is a player to watch. I feel Klopp is just pulling him out of the team for now. That's part of Klopp's development process. He says sometimes you have to forget about the youngsters for them to actually give them time to grow, and he also tries to reduce the media presence on the youngsters, putting pressure on them. I think Man United is a big example of what happens when you put pressure on youngsters. I'm not talking about Greenwood. Yeah, so I think that's another space to watch. Other players quickly to run through. We've got Connor Bradley. I think that guy is the reason why the Williams guy on loan from Fulham is going to leave Liverpool. I think he's going to be a backup for Trent Alexander-Arnold in the near future. He's got quality. I think his projection probably from Tyler Morton is he's a bit behind. Yeah, and it's due time for development for him. Last player is Kate Gordon, our new Mo Salah. Yeah, I think the similarities in his play. I feel he's more skillful than Mo Salah for his age. I don't think right now he's more skillful, but I feel like if we're going to fast forward like 4 years from now, his ability is going to be more like in terms of dribbling and the skill itself. He's a player to watch, and him like Tyler Morton are par with regards to development. I think he's lagging slightly, but maybe by 2 or 1%, but that's because of his age. He's just 17, if I'm not mistaken. So with those regards, it's going to be a crazy game. I mean, not crazy game. I've been watching too many games. So it's going to be a crazy future for all of us. I feel our policy is always to embrace bringing youth through the system as well as buy quality players. Klopp did say that, I think 2 years in his reign at Liverpool. So yeah, I think the future is bright. That's all I would say, and that's all I had for you guys. Please smash a like button, share my video, and I hope you're enjoying the content I'm providing. And yeah, that's all I had for you today.